Cooking up bold and delicious meals at home shouldn't require a lot of ingredients. That's the message behind celebrity chef Jamie Oliver's new cookbook, 5 Ingredients Mediterranean. And the culinary connoisseur joins us now from London. Hey, Jamie.
How you doing?
So well. It is so good to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Yeah, great to see you again. So you say, as a society, and I'm not even surprised to hear this, we've never cooked less than we do right now. So how do we bring that spark back to our kitchens, especially when we're busy? Everyone's busy.
I think, like, part of it is, like, the digital revolution, AI, phones, how easy it is to order something, the way we're working and living, it's all pushing us away from cooking. So actually, although I've been doing this for 25 years, like 5 ingredients is just a way to hook you in. Like, people don't want long shopping lists. And, you know, my job is to give you a little bit of sunshine from the Mediterranean and make some simple but delicious recipes that I hope you would really enjoy.
Well, I love to hear this from chefs because you all are usually cooking up these meals, and yours are, you know, fairly easy to get through, but some of them are quite extravagant. So what is your go-to meal when you are pressed for time? Like, are you making a cheeseburger, or what are you making when you don't have a lot of time?
Look, I love a cheeseburger, but I wouldn't say it's my go-to meal. I mean, I probably like getting home and rattling out a delicious stir fry, a beautiful noodle dish, a pasta dish, something like that, or, you know, it just depends really. And I try and, in my week when I plan, I try and have a plan, but also a plan B and a plan C. And that's where I'm kind of, at the weekends I cook differently to Monday to Friday. So I'm sure everyone's the same, right? And if you've got family coming round, if you've got leftovers. So, you know, I think when you travel around the Mediterranean, they're so good at big flavors with just a few ingredients. And they're really good at making veggies taste delicious as well. Seasonings, marinades, you know, quick cooking like pan frying, pan roasting, griddling, stuff like that is really good.
Well, we know that you are the go-to person for recipe ideas. We have so many of your cookbooks in our house. But do you have your own favorite TikTok accounts that you like to check in for recipes as well?
I'd be lying to you if I understood I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know TikTok. My kids are on TikTok. I don't know. I just see loads of people doing strange things, and then I get an algorithm that starts feeding me loads of dogs or bears, and like, I didn't ask for that. Where did that come from? But look, yes, I mean, I think whatever the medium is, like, I guess my job is to kind of try and put myself wherever people want to share information. So I have got a TikTok account, and if you like charity, then come and join me, because I haven't got a clue what's going on. And Gordon Ramsay's got way more followers than me. But look, I mean, I think for the younger audience, they love this, and I see that with my own kids. And look, you know, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or any of the others, or whatever next, who knows? But for sure, I've got loads and loads of recipes for free online, and that's really important. That's really important, as well as doing the books, of course.
As long as it gets people cooking. I agree with you 100%. So you say your team tested every recipe in your book at least 3 times. So 2 questions for you.
If not more, yeah.
Wow. What were some of your favorite recipes to test? And how do we get in on this tasting team? I want to be a taste tester. What do you love in your book?
So I write the recipes, I cook them up, and then I send them to my team. I've got a wonderful lady called Ginny that's worked for me for 25 years, and she does the cook-ups with her little team that do all my testing. We test them in different ovens, different pans, and we really try and break the recipe to make it as, you know, reliable as possible. Then we send it out to strangers, and that could be you. So that involves me giving you the recipe, you cooking it up. We give you a form, and you have to sort of say how it was, if you had any problems, take pictures of it, and then you give me the receipt, and I pay for it.
Oh.
It's a win-win. So if you want the job, sister, you got it.
Okay, I didn't know it worked like that, but that's kind of cool. Now, if we want to unlock our own inner Jamie Oliver, what are 5 ingredients we should just always have in the kitchen?
Okay, I would say definitely olive oil, because that is the best fat, heart healthy, delicious, and everyone knows about it. Lemon or citrus is really, really important for bringing things to life. Everything with a squeeze of lemon is always more joyful, always more delicious. For me personally, I like a little chili to spice things up. So I like a little chili, definitely, whether you roast it, whether it's fresh, whether it's pickled, I love chili. And then I would probably say, oh, what would it be? I reckon it would be like pasta. And then I think it would probably be eggs. Really, really good. You can do so many things with eggs, really, really quick. And whenever you get caught out for time and you want something delicious, you can make loads of things from that.
I totally agree with the eggs. An omelet is my go-to when there's nothing else around. It's just easy. It's going to be filling. It's healthy for you. It's all good. So I want to switch gears for a second there, Chef. After writing over 20 cookbooks, you've now added your first ever children's book to the mix. So I want you to talk to us about why this one was so meaningful for you.
Okay, so look, this book I never expected to write, and for your audience in the room, it's like, look, I was that kid that didn't do very well at school. I struggled with reading and writing, and to this day it's still a bit tricky for me. My books, I started to write them on dictaphone. So I've never put pen to paper, I've never typed anything. So I had to find a way to overcome not being able to conventionally learn or write. So for me, this book, Billy and the Giant Adventure, this was an intimate story that I was doing to my kids. Like when Poppy and Buddy were like 7, 8 years old, I'd put them to bed, have one either side, and I'd read to them. But then their reading got better than mine. And they're like, Dad, don't read. No, don't read. Like, read me a story from your head. So I started to do that, and I started to record it on my phone. And then in lockdown, I thought, oh, I'm going to try and force my brain to do things that maybe it's never done before. So I spent 15 minutes every day pulling these 16 stories into one book, and then finessing it and finessing it. And then over the course of about 4 years, I created this. And it's a magical world set in 2023. Harking back to the 80s, which for all the ladies in the audience, you know the 80s were good, girls, right? The 80s were good. Come on.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was good. And then there's a magical world. And through that, we've got, think about like Stranger Things comes The Goonies. It's adventurous. Of course, there's food subtly in there. But it's about friendship. It's about overcoming things that you don't think you can do. And there's a thing in the story called The Rhythm, which is about, really it's about Mother Nature and how we can all do our bit to sort of do our bit.
Okay, so you've mentioned that the thing that made reading and writing so tough was struggling with dyslexia. So do you have advice for kids who may be struggling with dyslexia, but they've got that creativity inside of them, but they just have this barrier?
I do.
Yeah, what's your advice?
I do, and it's not just for the kids, it's from the mums and dads that are worried about them and struggle, and like when you go to bed at night, you're worried about your little boy or your little girl. Like, I came out of school with 2 exams and the rest ungraded. I didn't fit conventional learning, and my advice would be that doesn't define you. That doesn't mean full stop. That doesn't mean game over. Like, it doesn't mean you're a loser. Like, you just use that to, you get around different problems and you problem solve. And if I could take you around my studio now, my office, there's 150 people here that are all really good at things I'm really bad at. And also, and this isn't to show off, but I'm the 2nd most published author in Great Britain, right? And J.K. Rowling's beaten me, but the fact that that is me at number 2 position, and if you looked at that kid at 16 leaving school, if that doesn't give you hope, then nothing will. And so what I would say to those kids and parents is life is so exciting. Get out there, invest in relationships, try things that make you uncomfortable. If you're too happy, like you're not pushing yourself enough, and don't be afraid to fail. And when you do fail, learn from it and you'll grow from it. And I promise you, like, if you invest in friendships and relationships, you'll have an incredible ride in this beautiful thing called life. And it is full of ups and downs and some dark moments, but you get back up again, and I'm sure people can resonate with that.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. The words of wisdom from the one Jamie Oliver. Thank you so much, Jamie. Congratulations on your success.